Hello and welcome to Digital Learning Day 2020. My name is Corinne Kelly and I am here to present Jamboard to you in collaboration with the Ohio EdText. If you've not already headed over to ohioedtext.org, make sure you do that. There's going to be some links on there to a live Q&A document where I'll be able to answer any questions you have just today between 9 and 9:20 during the live version of this. I also have a link right here that will be in that document as well if you're heading to the document, bit.ly/DLDjam20. That's case sensitive DLD and then the first letter of jam are capitalized. That'll give you access to this presentation. There's not a whole lot on it because we're going to dive right into Jamboard, but if you need it, it's there. Okay? We're going to go ahead and get started talking about Jamboard. So Jamboard's actually been around for a little while. A lot of people aren't using it because it used to be, if you wanted to use Jamboard at all, you had to have the actual board. So a lot of us are familiar with smart boards. Jamboard is Google's interactive screen, whiteboard kind of system. And it's a really cool device, but we're not talking about the device today. We're talking about the website and also the mobile app for Jamboard that's now available for G Suite for Education. Now, if you're a G Suite school and you go to try Jamboard out and it's not there, some districts may find that by default Jamboard is turned off. So that's something you'll want to talk to your domain administrator about to see if that's something that they want to open up. But it does offer some unique opportunities, especially if you don't already have an interactive whiteboard. It offers some unique things that you might be able to do with the kids. Okay? All right, so we're going to head to jamboard.com. Whoop. Oh, hey, I'm going to go ahead and show this to you. This is the code. So if you are going to want credit for this connection that you're watching for this video, for this session, you'll want to go to ohioedtext.org. There'll be a link there with information about how to get credit for attending, watching this session. This is the code you're going to need in order to get a certificate of attendance. It's Jamboard, right? JAMB9. JAMB9. I'll leave that up for just a second so you can make sure that you get that. Okay? And then also in this slideshow, and this is the last slide before we dive in, I've got a bunch of links, and I'm going to show you a lot of these pages here in a minute. The link directly to Jamboard is right here, jamboard.google.com. There's also a Chrome app. If you are on a Chrome book or anything like that, there's a Jamboard Chrome app you'll want to get. Google has first day of Jamboard training available in the Teacher Center, the Teacher Training Center. There's a link here, and that includes some sample exercises, course content for middle and high school. I also have my email address here if you need to contact me later. That'll be on the slide. And a link to the Protractor Chrome extension, which I'm going to show you in just a minute what you can do with that. Okay? All right. Let's get out of here. So if we're just looking at Jamboard itself, let me get on the home page. This is jamboard.google.com. You're going to be like, wow, this looks kind of familiar because it's a Google tool, and they've done a great job in the last year or so, really making everything look similar across the board. You've got a little plus sign here to make a new Jamboard. So what a Jamboard is, like I said, is an interactive whiteboard, but in this case, we're just having this collaborative space that we're going to be using, okay? So you're going to see, I've got Untitled Jam. We're going to call this DLD 2020. Okay, up at the top is your kind of slide sorter. Here you. Okay, so you can add multiple slides. So this can be something that you have for a presentation. It would also be a great tool if you were explaining something with annotations and during screencasting. And then over to the left, you have some tools. So I have a pen. I've got pen, marker, highlighter, and paintbrush, which everybody loves these, so I think I've got the pen selected. My paintbrush. It's beautiful, I know. It's an inspiring piece of art, isn't it? Okay. And you can kind of play with that there. All right. You have an eraser. If only it were bigger, right? That would be nice. Your pointer, and then there's a sticky note here. Sticky notes, they're like little Post-its. You can do no fill if you just want it to look like a text box on here, or you can choose a color. Grammarly is trying to insert itself. Okay, and there is my little guy, and you can make him bigger or smaller, and it just resizes. You can even tilt it there, and you're able to edit, duplicate, and delete those. You can insert pictures. See if we can find a better flower picture than what I drew. Oh, much better. Much, much better. Okay, so you can add images. This offers a great opportunity for annotation, drawing, note-taking, things like that in here. Okay. And then this little guy, probably the best part, is a laser pointer and one of those magic pens. So you can say, hey, look at this right here, but then it goes away. Okay? So those are your tools over here. Now you also, let me add a new slide to my board, have this background button here. So I just have the plain background. There's also a background with dots, a lined, kind of like lined paper. You've got a light grid and a gray grid, blue, and then black dark background. Okay. So you can change your backgrounds every slide if you wanted to do that. And then when you're done, you've written on it, everything like that. We can also clear this frame. So you don't have to keep all your writing, all your notes. You can clear the frame. There's an undo and redo. But that's pretty much it. Totally simple. Now, the cool thing about this is collaborative. So just like all of my other Google tools, I have the ability up here to share my Jamboard. The sharing settings, as soon as they load, are going to look just like they do everywhere else. So I'm able to invite individuals here. I can invite anyone with the link can view. Anyone with the link can edit. You can get really wild here. Another cool thing that you can do, let me open up this, is you can assign Jamboards as a class assignment in Google Classroom. And what I really like about that is, I'm going to create an assignment. Jamboard demo. I'm going to add, and I'm going to go to Google Drive, and your Jamboards live in your Google Drive. So there's the Jamboard I just made. So let's say, I'm teaching social studies, and I'm going to have my kids annotate a map and fill in a blank on a timeline. I can put that into Jamboard, and they can do that together, or they can do it individually, but they'll have those drawing tools, and they'll make it really easy. You can do that. I'm going to select this one, and this is my favorite part. Just like all your other Google stuff, docs, sheets, slides, drawings, I'm able to say, hey, everyone can view this. I just want you guys to all come look at it, or everyone can edit. This is going to be collaborative, or the most popular, make a copy for each student. You're going to be able to make a copy for each kid of their own Jamboard. Okay, so if you like this drawing element, Jamboard's a really nice option. Okay, now the edits on here are live. I'm going to get a new frame. There we go. We're going to pull up my phone here. Maybe. There we go. It's coming up. Okay. Now I'm going to move my phone over so you can kind of see what's going on here. I am going to open my DLD 2020 Jam. So probably my favorite thing, let me go to my new slide here, okay, is that we got some cool functionality here. This is neat. This is a little different than some of our other Google tools. But when we go into, I'm actually going to turn this sideways. When we go into a mobile version of Jamboard, when we go into the app, you're going to get even more options. So I still have my eraser. I have this little guy, which is a selection tool. I've got my little magic guy there. Sticky notes, I can add drive content. I can use my camera to add content. But my favorite thing is my ability to go to my pen. And I still have those pens I showed you earlier. Sorry. But you also have these assistive drawing tools. I'm going to open it up. So the first one we have is our text detection. Oh, it didn't? Okay, Tello, figure that out, Google. All right, here, let's do this. Trash that. It's so angry with me. Try that again. There we go. Hi. Make sure you write cleanly and clearly. Still got some things to figure out, right? Okay, let's do another one. It also does shape recognition. So let me go over here instead of text. And do shape recognition. So it does squares. Quadrilaterals. That's not really a square, is it? Circles. It will also do triangles, angles. That was too close to a right angle. So we can do obtuse. We can do acute angles, right? All of you math teachers out there, I know you might be a little excited about that, okay? And you can move them around. So click on that. Come here, you. All right. So while I was doing all that, here we go. Let me go into my other slides. There's those shapes that I was using. Let me grab my cursor. You can grab him, move him around. I've got my little angles on here. So if you were wanting to do something with angles, I know this is very specific, but I always like to throw this out there. I did mention earlier a Protractor Chrome app. So I have that installed. It's already linked. You'll just go to the Chrome web store, type in Protractor. There you go. All right, there it is. All right. I'm going to go into my Jamboard, pull up my Protractor, and I'm in the way. But you can see there, I can adjust. It's a 90-degree angle, which we knew, right? All right. That one's 128.9. So you can do some cool things in this, and you can marry it with some other tools and add a lot of great functionality to this board. So things I love most about Jamboard, it's a different tool. It's great for those of us that don't already have an interactive whiteboard. It's going to allow you to add some drawing and annotation type of assignments for your kids, which you can kind of do with drawings and slides as well, but this one's just a little different, It has those great backgrounds, especially for you math teachers. And then we can use those recognition, handwriting and shape recognition tools on the mobile app as well. If you're looking for more classroom application, because we're limited on time here today, go to that link in my presentation. That was the first day with Jamboard. This is in the Teacher Center from Google. And scroll down. They've got some nice videos of how people are using the actual boards. If you want to see what the actual boards look like, those are there. And then there's some great resources here. You've got your pro tips guide for Jamboard. There's those sample exercises. I will caution you when you're looking at a lot of these sample exercises, they're for people that have the actual boards. So they may use the shape recognition. They may use the handwriting recognition. If you're just using it within the browser, you're not going to have that. You'll have it on the app. So if you're wanting to use handwriting recognition and shape recognition, make sure you're using the Jamboard app as opposed to just the website. Okay, and then there's a whole guide here. And they've got some nice videos here from teachers and educators about how they're using Jamboard, what they're doing with the kids, some nice applications, and then there's that full course content and extra help. But if you take a look at this, just go ahead and open that up so you can see the PDF. Sample activities, they have all kinds of stuff. Earth science, history of life on Earth, there's your angles, history, statistics, math, they got lots of ELA, digital storytelling. This would be great for digital storytelling. This and slides is great for digital storytelling. Timelines for history, emoji story writing down here, where the kids are using this collaboratively to write a story. So it's a simple tool. It's easy to use, limited features, but it has a lot of great options for application and curriculum connections that we can do. And they've done a really nice job here giving you some of these sample lessons, really short and sweet. And while I'm in here, I want to mention this is not the only first day with whatever that Google has. So if you're looking for really quick getting started guides, or you've been to some training and you just want to refresh yourself or get some more ideas, if you haven't been to the Teacher Center, it's just teachercenter.withgoogle.com. Head over there. They've got some great stuff. Here's all your first year trainings, classroom forums, docs, slides, expeditions, and Jamboard. These are great resources that you can utilize in here. There's also certifications available in here. I know a lot of people are maybe familiar with the Google Certified Educator Level 1 and 2, but there's some great stuff in here as well. Your applied digital skills, there's a digital citizenship and safety course in here. Some really great stuff. All right. So please, please, please do not hesitate to contact me if you have any questions about getting started with Jamboard, or you wanted to know how to do something, or you needed the link to my presentation. Please feel free to email me. My email, once again, is Caryn, C-A-R-Y-N, @soida.org, and I'd be happy to help you out. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're going to stick around for our next session.